Hey, good morning. Curt Isakson here. Go Gators. Almost lost that one. Um, a lot of you are posting and commenting, and I tell you, I think it's ironic that most of you that are posting for me to drop it, or I'm only punishing the local businesses, you know the history. You know exactly what this is about. You know what's been transpiring towards me for 16 years, from the beyond minimum standards class being taken away from me, being suppressed. You know that I offered for CFT speakers that write textbooks, books that are used for promotional exams. I offered for them to speak for free, offered for them to stay in town an extra day so they could come to fire headquarters at WN29 and teach for free. Not at Pensacola Beach, at fire admin, and I was told no over and over again. You that are watching this, you get defensive because you feel like I attacked Local 4131, or I took your organization, or I attacked your sports team. People will fight over somebody attacking their football team or their sport team. What you need to understand is I'm being attacked as an individual, not a sports team, not an organization, as an individual. And I've been fighting against these odds for a long time. See, some of you are showing your real character. You're showing the lack that your parents didn't raise you to stand for something. See, that's why it's such a big deal in this country about Charlie Crist. Why it was such a big deal about MLK and President Kennedy. Not everybody like Jesus Christ. Not everybody like Billy Graham. Not everybody can like everybody. That's okay. It's America. We can have differences of opinion. But when people in the public sector get paid by taxpayers' dollars to uphold an oath, to think objectively, to make objective decisions, and they sit in meetings and they make decisions that aren't objective, it is a problem. And I will raise my level of professionalism as I move forward. See, a lot of you wouldn't share anything about your challenges or your personal battles in life, but I have. I've shared my weaknesses, my mistakes, my failure to control my mission, my purpose, my passion. I've been very open about all of them. My family, my 3 kids that all got accepted to the University of Florida, highly intelligent, disciplined, captains of their soccer team. Very proud of them. They too shared the journey with the American public on social media about my fight, my journey of mental health. When my organization, my county, put it in writing that there is no funding for a mental health program. There is nothing to do. And now, after I've left and I've tried to be professional, and I continue to say that forever in the future, forever, county fire tactics will always allow all Escambia County firefighters, volunteer or paid, to attend for free. Dozens and dozens of current officers and chief officers have attended CFT ODP, 40-hour professional development program authorized by the Florida State Fire College for free. When other people were paying $450, $550, $650, $750. I provided free hotel rooms. I've made it where they could come and go at their own pleasing, against all odds, to be attacked. On multiple occasions over the last 15 years, Escambia County Fire Admin has tried to say it was an ethics violation for me to give free passes. They literally tried to stop members of Escambia County from attending for free by sending a letter to the current administrator saying, well, can you look at this? This might be an ethics violation. And every time it comes back under every single county administrator from HR that it wasn't an ethics violation, that they couldn't receive free training and they could come to the conferences for free. Is that not painting a billboard sign, a picture? The history's not new. This goes back 15 years. My last day on the payroll was July 31st. I went off into the sunset doing my own thing. And last Wednesday at a staff meeting, they want to attack me again. This is Pensacola Beach. Hilton is in the dead center of Pensacola Beach. The heaviest call load is in the core area. At FDIC, fire companies from all over the city of Indianapolis rotate through the Indiana Convention Center. Wayne Township, Fire Department. I was just in Hammond, Louisiana, where the training was being conducted at Hammond, Louisiana Fire Department's training center. County Fire Tactics is one of the only training groups that the organization that the owner works for, fire admin, have worked their ass off to suppress attendance, making people fear that it could neglect and be held against them. This is no secret. You know it. You know, it's not like it is amazing. And Local 4131 should have never got involved. I didn't attack that. What I did was I attacked two individuals that attacked me. The same two individuals that 6 years ago suspended me for 3 shifts without pay because Mike Lombardo was riding with me after the fire chief authorized it. But they couldn't suspend me for 3 months because they had to wait till that fire chief was fired, and then they didn't. Some of you don't know the history, but if you've been working for Escambia County Fire Rescue for more than just a couple of years, you exactly, positively do not need to be told. You know that I've been under a microscope, I've been harassed, and I've been driven. 𝗕𝗘𝗙𝗏𝗘𝗔𝗟𝗦, I have his letters, I have his voicemail. Dozens of you have listened to the voicemail. He forced me back to work before my FMLA was done, before my psychiatrist approved me. I come back to work, they don't even check or require a return to work notice like they do everybody else. And then they double down on me at fire headquarters with dozens of paperwork split across the entire table to psychologically freak me out, where Paul Williams had over 24 little sticky notes. This harassment. And go, ouch. Let me come after your football team, you get defensive. They've been coming after me personally. This isn't an organization or a sports team. They've been coming after me. And I'm not going to back down. I've been doing the right thing. I've been trying to help the fire service. I've been trying to help Northwest Florida and local government. I'm not going to be ashamed. I'm not going to be ashamed or be shamed. I have the proof. I know what happened. I know what's been going down. And you know what? I had to be silenced for years. I'm in the private sector. I'm going to stand the ground for all of those firefighters, instructors that have been a target across the country. This isn't like I'm the only one. Firefighters, fire officers, and chief officers have been targeted for decades because they chose to be into the job, teach, train, make the fire service better, rate a book, do a video, instead of cutting grass and building houses. You want to be a target in the American Fire Service? Do anything fire-related, off-duty from your fire department. Do anything more than just come to the firehouse. It's okay to make $5 million building a house, but God forbid you get paid a little bit to go teach at a conference. God forbid you do training minutes. God forbid you write an article. God forbid you become successful as a speaker. God forbid you own a fire company that you can just give out free passes. We gave out 30 passes in the last week to benevolent associations, to fundraisers, to help organizations around the country raise money for the right thing. I'll tell you again, over 200 people attending for free to water on the fire, where over 500 firefighters will be on 𝗕𝗘𝗏𝗧𝗏 Beach. Over 500, over 200 by airplane. It's a big deal. When you take all the attendees that will be here for 7 days, 6 nights, November 9th to the 16th, you take all the attendees and you average the cost for that 5-day Water on the Fire conference. It includes 3 days of hands-on. It's less than $200 a person. Over 200 for free. I got the numbers. You can come with my Reg Fox platform. I'm doing the right thing. I know I'm doing the right thing. As Matthew McConaughey says, I lay my head down and sleep okay. But you know what? I've been a target because of my success. I've been a target because I do give away stuff. And I have the ability to not have to ask a board of directors. I don't have to call anybody. Hey, Ike, can you donate some passes to our conference to raise money for our benevolent? Yeah, how many you need? 5 will be good. We'll give you 10. See, that drives people crazy because I have the ability, without asking a board of directors or anybody, I individually could say, I'll give you as many conference passes you need to raise money for a brother or sister. We've been doing it for 15 years. But you know what? I'm not going to back down. I've been a target for a long time because of my success. And my success is only because, guess what? Dozens and dozens and dozens of great leaders, great people in the fire service have supported not just me, but CFT and our mission. And we've been successful. Successful at providing some of the most phenomenal training by vetted, experienced fire officers, firefighters from some of the busiest companies in the country to provide training. Cheaper than anywhere else. So if you're just joining us, I challenge you to go back when this is posted and watch it from the beginning, because this isn't about attacking an organization or a sports team. This is about them attacking me, and I'm not backing down. I'll say it again, man. Not everybody like Jesus Christ. Not everybody like MLK. Not everybody like Billy Graham. Not everybody like Charlie Crist. But you know what? It's America. It's okay to speak freely, especially when I'm just telling the truth. God bless you and have a great day.